reached out to LAPD for a statement, but was told that the department has no comment. So far, the mayor has yet to meet with protesters. However, early on, he did offer to talk to a few of them privately inside City Hall.
I've had discussions with friends, both white and black, who have questioned the validity, the benefit of a Black Lives Matter movement. Oftentimes the comment has been, all lives matter. Well, certainly nobody, not even members of Black Lives Matter, would deny that.
General Sessions, you have several times this afternoon prefaced your responses by saying, to the best of your recollection. Just on the first page of your 3 pages of written testimony, you wrote, "Nor do I recall, do not have recollection, do not remember it." So my question is, for any of your testimony today, did you refresh your memory with any written documents, be they your calendar, written correspondence, emails, notes of any sort?
I attempted to refresh my recollection, but so much of this is in a wholesale campaign of extraordinary nature that you're moving so fast that you don't keep notes. You meet people. I didn't keep notes of my conversation with the Russians.
All of our government intelligence agencies agree that the Russians were involved in meddling in our election. The question that remains, well, not all of us agree because Donald Trump doesn't agree. But of course he has a reason to not agree. But the question that really looms over everything is whether Donald Trump's campaign colluded with the Russians in affecting the election. Now we're starting to see smoking guns, like the meeting with Jared Kushner and Paul Manafort, with Russian intelligence agencies and Russian lobbyists. Those are very much indications of collusion. Now, unless you're willing to believe that Donald Trump's son-in-law and his campaign manager would have nothing to do, and his son would never tell Donald Trump anything about that meeting, then maybe, if you're willing to stretch reality to a very thin fiber, maybe we can believe that, well, maybe Donald Trump didn't know. But do you believe that? I mean, do you believe that? Does anybody except the most ardent supporter of Donald Trump believe that his son-in-law, and his campaign manager would not tell him about such a meeting? I don't think so. Not unless you just have your own agenda and you choose to believe that. We'll be talking about the perspectives of different people who will become involved with law, not just the perspective of the lawyers, the prosecutors and the plaintiffs' lawyers, but we're going to be talking about the defendants' perspectives, the people who feel victimized by the system. And we're going to try something new. We're going to have them talk to each other. And you will be able to see how each side feels and views the law and how it applies in each of their lives. But sometimes the problem doesn't just rest with the officers involved. Oftentimes the problem is as a result of the lack of training that these officers receive. And it seems that that lack of training, that lack of racial sensitivity is a nationwide problem. I mean, these shootings are not just happening in Tupelo, Mississippi. They're happening in New York City. They're happening in San Francisco, where the transit cop shoots the young man on the transit platform. I mean, it's happening everywhere. Something has to be done uniformly to create a standard that has to be met by the officers in departments throughout our country. Otherwise, we will always have this turmoil. There will always be a need for Black Lives Matter, because there will always be police shootings. Now, unless we're willing to continue with this kind of distrust, this turmoil, this chaos, this bad relationship between minority communities and police officers, we have to do something. And it does. I don't mean by that the Los Angeles Police Department has to do something. I mean, there has to be something done nationally. And that has to start with the government. The problem now is that it's not going to happen, because we have Jeff Sessions as the Attorney General. Jeff Sessions, who overturned consent decrees in various cities that were already established to resolve these issues. Jeff Sessions, who says blue lives matter. Well, nobody says that blue lives don't matter. I mean, police officers come in all colors. I have friends who are police officers. I spent the weekend with police officers, retired friends of mine. It's not that blue lives don't matter. It's just that we want our lives to matter to police officers. Okay.
My name is Dr. Safam, I'm your host today, and we are outside Pasadena Playhouse right here in the heart of downtown El Molino. It is going to be the opening night of Wayne Brady's Kiss Me Kate. There are a lot of people right about now, but they are inside. The show is about to start in just a few minutes, and we are going to be interviewing people as they filter out. We've interviewed quite a few stars. It's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful evening, and we do hope the show goes well, and we wish everybody in there continued success. So stay with us, and we'll be right back. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dr. Lady Safala. I am your host today for City Talk. We are here in beautiful Pasadena, right outside the Pasadena Playhouse. We have a very large crowd here. We're in the press area. As you can see, there are many, many people around me. We are going to be attending the premiere opening of Kiss Me Kate by Wayne Brady. And there's a whole host of stars that's going to be out here today. One of them is will be Diane Carroll and so many others. And we want you to take a look at the crowd that's out here right about now. And in a few minutes, we're going to be interviewing some people about the show and what they felt about the show and the critics' review. So that's all for now, and we'll be back with more right after these messages.
the legs that that show has, because I am still recognized very
very frequently, and not often because of the way I look, because of my voice. People turn and say,
Great, you look
heard my
beautiful.
voice.
Great seeing you.
I think I spent so much time yelling at those children that my voice. All your colors are color coordinated. Thank you so much. I saw you on the red carpet now. You just straighten your stuff. Well, I am a member of the Pasadena community, so I want to support this great Pasadena Playhouse. And also Wayne Brady is, if not the one of the most talented actors, singers, just great all-around guy. So I'm really excited about seeing him tonight. Okay, so that means you came out to support the show. I came to support the show. Yep. Okay. You know what? We're not going to hold you up because I know you want to hurry up and get inside, but it was great seeing you. You're looking lovely. Thank you.
Hey, this is Jason Jordan.
Where you're from?
I'm from my mother. I'm on the show Mistresses, and I also pop up on Grey's Anatomy every once in a while.
Oh, okay, great. So we're amongst the stars right about now.